Wednesday.
The light is
Wednesday.
green. That means it's Wednesday, and no longer is Warhammer. We are now doing 5th edition D&D Spelljammer style. I'm Lashak, T-Force RPG. I'm the GM of this game, and what we're going to be running here is a 5th edition D&D game set in an old custom setting that people made back in the day called Spelljammer, which basically is D&D in space. Yes, I have to say it like that.
In space.
Exactly. So, our party of brave, intrepid adventurers are going to be on a living ship that actually used to be a person that was transformed into the ship on their own free will, so that they can try and find a new home for the displaced population of their planet, which 500 years ago was ran off by demons taking over the world. Since then, they've been a large fleet of floating city ships, making their way slowly through space, trying to find a new home. And these brave 6 adventurers are going out looking for resources or a new home, or to find something that can help their civilization. So the ship is, well, the ship is was a person by the name of Zexin, and let's have everyone introduce their characters here real quick. Why don't we? Who would like to start? Asmo, you start.
Okay, Asma will be playing Ishmael, the tiefling spell gunner. He's a warlock. Ishmael has worked for the Navy on one of the bigger ships for a while, and before setting out on this scouting mission. So his background's a sailor, and basically what makes him cool and the reason he's a spell gunner is because his arcane focuses are basically pistols that are attuned to channel different spells using his own raw magical power.
All right. Who wants to go next down the line? We'll go Dulce. Dulce,
right.
Tell us about your character.
I'm Dulce Strauss. I'll be playing Elmhart today. Elmhart is a warforge who was created on the ship out of a living wood tree to help do repairs and things where people can't necessarily do it. He was created from a tree, though, that had a dryad living in it, and that dryad is still very much alive inside of him. He doesn't understand what's going on. She doesn't really show herself unless emotions start flying. And he was gifted with her powers as a Fey warlock, and he's slowly realizing how to control her powers. So that's mostly my character.
All right. Elko, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hello there, I am Elko. I play the character Kazu Miyagi. And my character is a monk. He is an elven monk who is 125 years old. I've been training with the local monastery on our city ship since I was about 50 years old after one of the master or head monks saved my family from being robbed. And my character, he defends the little guy no matter what. If someone's getting bullied, he'll always come to their side.
All right.
And now he's with the party because of something that happened. He kind of got kicked out for breaking one of the monastery's rules. Now I'm with the group traveling to find more resources on our planets for us to inhabit.
Inhabited, indubitably. All right. So, Seal, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Weevil Seal. I play the character Umbra Sanator. I am a bona fide folk hero. I was the captain of my interplanetary high school's football team.
Oh my God.
And soon after graduating, I was, I was contacted by a celestial being that told me I was destined for great things. And my family There was a bunch of general laborers across the ships, and I didn't feel like that was greatness. So I signed up to be a scout to hopefully find us a way to get onto a rock instead of off.
Oh snap!
I'm also a healer that doesn't heal. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you're kind of a necromancer. It's a little frightening. Lancifer, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself now?
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm Lancifer. I'm going to be playing the character of, what's her name again?
Rydar Frozen Scale.
Rydar Frozen Scale. She's a dragonborn sorceress, I guess would be the technical term. She grew up as an outlander in a hunter-gatherer society. Jesus, that got big fast.
That's what she said.
Oh no.
She's very honor-driven, neutral good. She cares about friends to a fault. She watches over her friends as if they're little newborn pups. If she dishonors herself, she dishonors her whole clan, which she basically looks at her friends as her clan. But she's also very strength-driven. You have to be able to protect yourself before she's going to protect you, so survival of the fittest, bitch.
Damn. All right then.
Also,
Interesting.
all she wants to do is just make her mom proud, so there's going to be a lot of that in here.
By finding a nice man to throw them down with.
all
Mommy
right.
always said that I could never be a great sorcerer. I'll show her wrong.
Last but not least, Blackhawk. Why don't you tell us your tragic backstory?
Yeah,
Well-
I'm Blackhawk. I'm going to be playing the character of Rusk Ball, who is a gnome wizard. What?
Nothing, go on.
Who's a gnome wizard, but also a tinkerer. Rusk, essentially, throughout his life, has been a bit of a savant. Very, very gifted in working with machinery and kind of living metal parts, is good at building contraptions and sentient robots, very, very much as kind of a sage type, was very much into building bigger and better things to help progress society. His son had volunteered for the project to become one of the interplanetary ships. However, it was a failed project, and fortunately, Rusk was able to save a part of his son's soul into a small golden magical orb, and now he labors tirelessly, one, to help maintain the ship's mechanical components, and two, to build his son a moving, living body so he can have his son back. That is his only mission.
I want
Only
to be a
drive.
real boy.
That's
So
so
we're dealing
dark.
with that shit, eh?
It's like a reverse Geppetto. He's a reverse Geppetto.
God fucking damn it!
I don't even get to be an asshole.
Did you say something?
I said nothing.
Fuck you! God damn it, both of you!
I'm gonna be a real boy.
Oh shit! Yes.
There's no
it's reverse
strings
Geppetto,
on me.
okay.
I've got no strings to hold me down.
But yeah, so that's me.
So, all right. So, the six of you have all known each other for however amount of time you feel is fitting to have been trained together and gone out and practiced on other ships, and now you're on a ship of your own. Your good buddy, the USS Zexin? No, just
USS.
Zexin. I'm just kidding.
Do we work for the United States?
No, I just had to say it.
I feel like in any country, like assuming we left from Earth, it would be China.
Yes, I agree.
Like not just because of Firefly, but I feel like they are the ones that would get the most people off, and they probably have the ability to already. They're just not telling us because they're
What is our
assholes.
friend's name again?
But we're elves
Zexin,
and dwarves
right?
and
Zexin.
tieflings and shit. We're not talking about...
How about the T-Force Zexin?
Uh-oh. Anyways, Zexpin is his name. He is not they just call the
We
ships by their
rename
name.
him?
No, he's alive and he talks to you.
He was a person.
He was your friend.
I never
Still
really
is a
liked
person,
the name.
guys.
Wait, you didn't like Zexpin? Everyone
No,
liked Zexin.
Zexin's fine, but I mean the name, you know.
It kind of reminds me of Zax.
Oh, Zax.
Oh, Zax, you're the
Okay.
best friend I ever
All right.
had.
So,
I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Edie so far, except in reverse, where he was a person that became a ship instead of a ship that became a person.
whoa.
That's
Second
too
class
fucking
person,
deep.
mind you, but
Bruh.
still.
Hey!
So,
Way!
where we're starting the campaign is you guys are getting ready to embark on your first actual voyage out from the fleet on your own with Zexin. You've all
Oh,
previously
so here's a
gone
question: we're a republic. How many votes do the ships get?
0.
equal.
Oh wow.
Quite progressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they are intelligent. They were people. They're often their opinions are held in high regard because they made that sacrifice to the for the greater good of the community.
Bashak,
Yes,
how many votes do sentient constructs get?
the same.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
But you don't get two because you also have a dryad
One
inside
total.
of you.
Not
Well,
one
I don't
for
even
each
know I
of
have a
you.
dryad inside of me, so it's okay.
That's fine. Okay. So you guys are preparing. Tomorrow you leave on your first. Are cleared to leave on your first mission to go out and, explore, to try and find land, resources, information, anything for the greater good of the community. So it's going to be and when you're gone, you'll be gone for weeks, maybe months at a time,
Forever.
because the ships don't move very fast. Let's just, be honest.
Yeah.
They're not capable of light speed travel is what it really gets down to. So it takes time.
Right.
So you all have the remainder of tonight to decide how are you spending your last night on the, city ship, on one of these on these population centers before you go out into the great unknown.
Clearly in a tavern.
All right. So we'll start this out in a tavern with the 6 of you sitting around having drinks. The 6 of you and Lancifer's mom.
Yes. Right. And Black
She's
Hawk's
our
son.
chaperone.
Oh yeah, yes, and Blackhawk's
And Black Hawk's son.
What about my paramour?
I
You're
have him on like a little tripod, like you'd see a camera on.
Oh, I was
Oh.
going to suggest one of those
I wanna be
chest
a real
harness
boy.
leashes.
Here, don't
Oh
pay
my
no
god!
attention
Yeah,
to the
like a
creepy
police
people.
body camera.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Do that.
As
Yeah.
she
Wait.
works in this tavern as
Of course she does.
as the bartender.
Of course she does.
And that's, you didn't
My
choose
mom?
the bar. Seal
The
did.
bar chose him?
Because
Oh,
Seal.
great.
So because
Fucking Seal.
you don't tell everyone about the fact
Yeah.
that she almost made you give up your life among the stars for her. So this is kind of awkward for you. You're leaving tomorrow, and she's over behind the bar trying not to look at you, but looking at you, and you're trying not to look at her. Anyone can
Yeah.
make a perception or insight check to notice this sexual tension between between Ishmael and the bartender. If you want. I'm just saying.
Perception or insight, you said?
Failed. Both of them failed.
No,
Rusk knows something.
Rusk notices that, Ishmael and the bartender keep, looking at each other's directions, but then avoiding eye contact.
There's nothing.
Oh, I don't know either.
It's okay. Meanwhile, Bradar is being, not chastised, but, overprotective mother that doesn't believe in him.
Her.
Her, my bad, her. Whatever, they're dragonborn.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Constructs are fine.
I mean, do you have
Dragonborn.
what? Do you have a cloaca or something? I don't know.
You
Oh.
want to see?
No. Anyways, your
I
mom.
wouldn't mind a peek.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus!
So
Talk to me later.
You guys are gonna be on a ship for quite a
Stop
while
that.
together.
Oh no.
I'm not queer for dragons. Don't worry.
I mean, anyways, no, basically,
Okay, I sprayed
you
him
know,
full face.
Lancifer, your mom is like going over all these. Like, now remember this, and if you run into danger, don't be afraid to let everyone else handle it. You know that you're not very
Oh
tough.
my god.
Mom, I have 8 hit points. I can handle it.
So meta.
So,
Wow.
like, you know, and meanwhile, Rusk is sitting there constantly adjusting his son's soul mounted on his shoulder.
Do we know that it's his son's soul?
I
Like,
don't
is this
know.
something we already know, Rusk?
Have you told them?
I don't think so. I think they'd find it creepy, and I don't have time for their
So
opinions.
wait. You're just playing with this little gadget, and you
I'm a
expect us
tinkerer.
not to ask what it is.
Let's
I'm just gonna tell you it's my robot. It's my orb companion. I'm just gonna tell you I made it.
But, you know, if you do tell me, I can't be an asshole about it because I'm not allowed
Hey,
to.
Lashak, would there be any way that I would like know that from being just like a sentient construct already? Kind of like.
No, because that's not a sentient construct. It's a little different.
Okay, so
It's more like a soul gem.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know, so yeah, so setting this scene here, this is a really awkward table. The more that I think about it,
yeah,
because-
no, it really is.
because you know, Rusk is like fiddling with this thing constantly on his shoulder. Like he's like really, it almost looks like he's really worried about it, obsessively. The only people, Dulce's character, Elmhart is just sitting there because he can't drink or really eat anything. He's a construct. So he's just sitting there at the table watching everyone. You know,
I'm just like
There's the
growing.
creepy tiefling who dabbles in boo magic.
yeah.
I'm like growing like little twigs and things out of my arms and like pushing them back in. Playing around.
Oh my god. This literally is like we've described this before. Is that Seal was like, you know, the high school quarterback, and these are all the misfits he collected.
Yeah, buddy. I'm okay with it.
I don't know what Elko's doing. Is having a table with Kazu. Kazoo. The answer of
Call me Mr. Miyagi. if
the
you
reason
will.
that the reason that Roll20 puts 2 rolls out there, Lancifer, is because it does 2 rolls automatically in case you're needing advantage or disadvantage. So it's literally just 2 separate rolls. It just
Okay.
So that way, if it was advantage, you can take the higher of the 2. Disadvantage, you take the lower. Otherwise, you just take the first one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yep. Booyah, Grandma.
Highbrow character sheet.
I know, right? It thinks it's better than you. Let's be honest.
It
So
is,
for the
let's be honest.
general rolls, just take the first number.
So Seal, I think I don't know, what is Kazoo doing at the table. Are you drinking? Are you like? Because it sounds like the only one not awkward here is Seal. I mean,
I'm just sitting there drinking.
okay.
I have my-
grit on my face.
I'm not drinking alcohol because my mom is right there, and she doesn't like me to drink.
Well, it's bad for your digestion, after all.
So we're gonna get you hammered
Yeah.
on the ship, is what we're going on here.
Oh my god.
I'm just drinking. I'm drinking like a beer or an ale.
Okay.
And I have my chair leaned back against the wall for near a wall.
So you're just chilling. You're just like hanging out. All right.
I am going to casually tip back the rest of my beer,
He'll follow some of his monastery's
Stretch.
laws, but
and I'm
follow some of
gonna.
them. But he's mostly neutral stuff.
I'm gonna make my play here. I'm gonna tip back the rest of my beer, stretch, bid everyone good night, and take a stroll to my girlfriend's apartment.
Oh, that's right. You do have a lover back home.
You hear
Because
go,
I'm shipping
"Good
out.
luck, bud."
I quietly remind everyone that they need to be there bright and squirrely in the morning.
Oh god.
I mean, morning is a
Did you
relative
just say
term
squirrely?
because
I did. Well,
So
yeah,
what?
I
Do
mean,
we have like a bell system, like 6 bells or something that the ships keep track of time for
Yes.
everyone? Okay.
And I am going to exit the tavern.
you go and spend, one last night with your significant other before departing for who knows how long, maybe to never return.
What kind of roll do I have to make here? This is an
Charisma.
acrobatics
Dexterity.
or
Acrobatics.
I don't know. I think.
animal handling? I don't know.
Animal handling.
Wow.
Well, she's a little squirrely.
Wow. No, I don't know. I don't know what's your bonus to sentimentality. Do you just cry the whole night and hold each other?
Here,
I'm just
here,
gonna roll
Seal.
against my charisma, I guess.
I think, dude, you need a will save.
How about he rolls performance?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can get behind that. I can get
Oh.
behind that. All right, here we go.
Wait, are you talking about the roll? Or no, right? Oh, all right. Yeah, you make it a night to remember because you're deep down you're a little worried if she's gonna remain faithful while you're out in the Star Sea. So
I give her something to come back to.
you give her yes. She won't walk. She'll have trouble walking right for a week. Anyways,
That's pretty damn good because I have a penalty to charisma rolls.
all right. So yeah, Seal goes off and ends for night. Lands for your mom. Decides to call the night so you can have fun with your friends.
Wow.
Thanks,
Wow.
Mom.
Seal rolled 2
Love
19s.
Yeah, double
Yeah.
19s.
Way to blow your roll, man.
Nah, man. I got blown.
Oh. And now she's pregnant. I mean, what?
Oh, jeez.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm okay with that twist.
Damn those sexual spores.
Seal's not the only one here not single. Kazu has someone too. That's why I got kicked out of my monastery.
Oh, you broke your
Oh.
vows. Tisk tisk. Alright, so then everyone spends the remainder of their night as they will. I'm pretty certain Elmhart kind of just sits around somewhere, pondering.
I have to go back to the forest ship where they grow the trees, and I'm just gonna start communing with every one of them and just I'm saying my goodbyes.
So, okay, make your perform check while you go commune with nature, if you know what I mean. No, I'm kidding.
Lol.
Oh. You're
And
absolutely.
say where the
Goddamn tree
road
fuckers.
goes.
Stop it.
Oh,
Hey.
Terrible.
sorry, it could have been better. You were a little stiff.
Oh my god.
So were they.
Or is it
But
different
just
retreats?
a
I don't
little.
know.
Hey man, they were stiff more than I was.
Welcome to Spelljammer Innuendo Hour.
Hey, please no.
Formerly the Wednesday Wrestling League.
Formerly the Wednesday sing-along group.
Oh no.
Formerly?
Sorry,
So,
sorry. Bring that
Ishmael's
back.
gonna, he just basically excuse himself from the group because he doesn't really feel like he belongs, of course, and spend some time at the bar, not really try anything, and then he'd head over to the ship because, that's what he's used to.
Kazu
from
will
being a
wait.
sailor.
Make a perception check as you leave, Asmo.
Okay. Let's find that. Wow, that's not good.
I mean, it's enough because
Okay.
you're already looking to see Brandy crying as you leave.
No.
I mean, she's a
God
fine girl,
damn.
and
She
you
is a
know
fine girl.
that what a
What a
good
good wife she would be.
What good one
Um,
be?
so yeah, no, you go and you end the night there. Just leaving.
But my life, my lover, my lady, is the sea.
So everybody else, everybody else, winds down their evening as they will. And in the
I'm gonna go
morning,
see. Gonna go say goodbye to my mother.
she is very proud of you. You've come so far from, I don't know. She's just proud of you. She's a good supportive mom, unlike Lancifer's mom.
I was about to ask, can I ask him what that's like?
God.
Seriously though, what's that like? I've never experienced it.
Oh, the real.
It feels good, my friend.
Like, you know, he comes back after, like, in the morning, and he's got, like, a fresh sweater made from his mom that says, you know, that's got his name on it, and, like, on the inside of the collar, where only he can see it, it says "Mom loves you."
Aww.
So I guess in the morning, since I was on the ship and everyone's coming back from their thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did anyone else have any nighttime activities they wanted to describe?
Did you just hang out and drink with Zexin? Is that what happened?
And
I mean,
drink?
kind of. I was also getting shit ready and like loading the last of the supplies and waiting for, because I mean, I guess we were waiting on like some last things to come in to leave tomorrow.
Yeah, the supplies
or
were all
whatever.
being gathered. You guys have been approved, so therefore you're given they are allocating resources to you because now that you're approved to go out.
So yeah, I was basically like making sure that we wouldn't have too much shit to deal with in the morning, you know. As stuff got to the dock, I'd load it up or drink a bit with Zexin and commune and or talk and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And dream about the freedom of the Starsea, you know?
And Zexin looks a lot like this ship here for this image that I found. I like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the type that's kind of what they all almost look like nautical creatures, which is
Like a giant squid.
like a giant squid.
Like fish mail.
Like
He's a kid now. He's a squid now.
just wait till I give you your reoccurring villain that's a white whale. Just you wait.
Can it be an owl whale? You know, for solidarity.
Right. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like on the ship, you know, and talking to him about the wide open free Starsea and how we won't be held back by society and
this is where
people's misconceptions.
This
You're
is
such a hippie.
where you and Zexin actually got along real well because he also was really all about the freedom of getting out there. He was kind of a sickly kid, and that's one of the reasons that he volunteered to become a ship because, like, he had a lot of health issues and couldn't physically be active. He was very always intelligent and charismatic. Everyone liked him. It's just that he couldn't physically keep up. So he decided.
Did people coddle him? Like, did they treat him differently because he was sickly?
Yeah, they did.
Because I think we would get along on that issue as well.
Yeah. So like, so to him, becoming the ship and going out there is an escape from all of that. So that's like you guys stay up, you know, like you stay up into the wee hours talking like that, and like that's where that's what you two do when everyone else is asleep or not around, because only you guys get it.
Shut up.
And listen to Simple Plan. No.
Oh, fuck you.
So everybody else arrives, filters in.
At least we're
in the
not
morning.
listening to Corn.
Oh, that's a whole different type of angst.
Corn doesn't talk. It's food. Really, Elko.
Sorry.
Corn doesn't talk.
Thanks for starting.
Sorry, I
for
couldn't
coming
tell.
and jumping there for a second.
I mean, it listens though. It's got ears.
Stop.
Oh, all right. Anyways, no, but it does.
Oh, shucks.
Yes.
You look behind you. It's the corn still there. It's stalking you.
Oh my god. Stop it.
So moving on.
And then the children came after us.
No, we're done. No more corn puns. No more corn puns.
Sorry, we're coming undone here.
Oh my god. Lancifer, you're asking for it. Anyway, so the rest of you all arrive at the ship and, find Ishmael there early before everyone
Another
else,
freak on a leash.
helping organize, like, all the supplies that you've been brought.
Is he struggling, or does he look like he's carrying all the boxes and things?
I mean, it's all been loaded in. He's not like he's
Oh.
putting it like putting food into the pantry, like he's organizing it.
Right.
Is what he's doing. So it's not like a ton of heavy lifting. He's already with the people who delivered it, moved the boxes to their respective areas, but he's like setting up the cabinets and filling stuff up like that, like that sort of thing.
They wanted me to load it. I totally convinced them to do it.
No, they were doing their jobs.
I think you need to
like,
roll to see if that
Yeah.
They gladly did their jobs. They, like most
Okay.
most people.
And I gladly watched.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Most people in this society, because of how much everyone relies upon each other, when they fit into a role or a job, majority of them tend to actually they recognize the importance of it.
Right.
And so, like, the people who are in charge of the logistics and supplies for the scouts, like, they take their job very seriously because they know that. Like,
so they don't like come up and go supplies, motherfucker.
No, well, they may because
Well,
they think it's funny because they do enjoy their job. The two guys that come and drop it off are a lot like the people from Futurama that woke up the frozen people. They're like,
Oh, okay.
You're about to take your next step into tomorrow. Like, they're
God.
overly, they really get into it and they're overly dramatic.
Okay.
But they're friendly and they're nice. So
So I
So,
can
yeah, I
grit my
guess I'm
teeth
gonna
and
help.
work with them. Yeah.
I'm gonna help Ishmael load everything up,
Okay.
entries and whatnot.
So the way that this ship is set up is like I said, there's the area above there. There's kind of there's not a captain's quarters, but instead there's a meeting room with like a table and like 10 chairs around it. There's a kitchen, and there are 5 basically like dorm rooms that each have 2 beds in them.
Oh, I have my own bed.
So who's sharing? 6 of us in 5 bedrooms.
And then there is like a and then there's like kind of a larger room, because those basically take up the less size. Then there's a storage hall, and most of the time when people need to do stuff like stretch move out, they do it up on the deck. Now, because of the magic of this, you're literally standing up on the deck looking out into space. It's kind of cool.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool.
And it steers a lot like an actual ship, like a nautical ship.
Right.
Is the big fin in the back there? Is that like the rudder?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I check is everyone aboard?
Is everyone
Yep.
aboard?
I'm
Is
here.
anyone
All
running
aboard.
late?
All right.
I'm on time. My mom
Great.
made sure of that.
I don't even sleep I don't even sleep in house. I sleep I sleep next to the ship, like on the docking bay.
I show up on time.
Okay. So I guess
A
I'd
little-
start
a little
untying and
ruffle up.
casting off and getting ready to go.
All right.
Yep.
So then the real question is, what direction? Like, there's
Do we have like a set direction that we're supposed to be headed?
no.
There's only one direction
You
for me.
have enough supplies with the aid of some of the magic that's in the ship there, and the fact that things can grow and everything. You have enough supplies that should be able to get you by for 8 months. So basically,
Okay.
and the ships always know what direction the fleet is in, just like how humans know which direction's up and dwarves know how far they are underground. The ships
Well,
always.
sometimes.
I like how humans just they know what direction's up.
Well, it's a
Dang
thing.
humans.
It's a thing. Anyways, like the ships always know in what direction the fleet is, so they can always go towards it. However, they don't know the precise location, so you gotta be a little careful when figuring out, it's like don't just stay out 4 months and then try and come back for the remaining 4
Right.
months. Because
So do we know have ships gone out equally in every direction, or have some directions been more well traveled? Because I think my sort of preference would be go towards a less traveled area, but
And I took the one less traveled by.
I mean, most ships, because it takes a while to build up a ship and a crew. There are other scouts, and there have been for generations and generations, but the fleet itself keeps moving further and further away from your original planet, because every so often, if the fleet doesn't move, it seems like the demons catch up.
well, so then I would definitely want to head forward.
Okay, so you just
because I don't want to go back towards the demons. That's
All right.
not my jam.
I think we should go forward and to the left a little bit.
Oh man, I was gonna
More
say
my
to the
plan,
right.
buddy.
oh shit. All right.
Straight down.
Interesting.
Straight down. Oh, I mean, you do have complete 360 degrees.
We are in space, so that's possible.
Space.
Space.
So okay, you guys, it's there's a few people like that, that helps you guys like train everything. The captain, like not really there's not really captains of these ships. It's all kind of like committee done. But one of the guys is there and he sends you off, and those of you who have them that care, mothers or family and everything, and very almost in an unceremonious manner, because they don't make you deal with it. Your ship disembarks from the fleet and begins heading
And
out.
because we're a bunch of weirdos.
And because you're
I
a bunch
I
of
normally
weirdos.
liked, and I like all of you guys. So.
Oh yeah, there's a huge crowd with like, bye, Umbra, signs. Good luck, Umbra. And
Oh yeah, and you guys.
And
I
my
like
mom's
this.
just like, "Don't die."
I like this. Enjoyable.
So you guys take off and into your direction there. So, how do
Raise
you
the
all
sails.
pass some of the time? Because from what you've been told, the closest planets that have been detected are at least like 2 weeks away. So you're gonna have a lot of downtime between planets unless something finds you in space. Which there are.
I would
such things.
mainly I wouldn't generally interact a whole lot with the others, like unless they initiate it. I'd probably be interacting with Zexin and taking care of the ship, and then when I do have downtime, working on my guns.
Okay. So you mostly keep to yourself,
Yeah.
socialize when approached, but otherwise, do your thing.
I think I would socialize quite a bit with, given what we've learned of Zexin and whatever. I think I do spend a lot of time just with the ship.
You sound like you're talking into.
oh, I think given what we've learned about Zexman, I would spend a lot of time as well, just sort of socializing with the ship,
Okay.
like as opposed to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I mean, he's real excited to be out here
Yeah.
and everything with everyone, and the freedom of space.
Mm-hmm.
So, after, in the direction that you're headed, like, I will eventually make some sort of weird map for this, but you've got, like, not necessarily a map, but basically, like, a large, like, list of information from what scouts and range, like, divination spells and everything have determined where the nearest planets and everything are that haven't been explored. And there's one that's about 2 weeks away in the direction that you're headed.
Okay.
So, has anyone else got specifics that they're doing in their downtime?
I'm going to be chit-chatting with everyone and using anything and everything I possibly can to work out, because I like to stay in shape.
Lol.
All right.
Like climbing all the sails and stuff.
You're like doing push-ups and the ship is counting them for you.
Yeah!
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you can do better than that.
In like a weird amused tone, he's like kind of like,
Who's
I
working
can't
out?
do that, but it's funny.
Who was my workout partner? Because I'm like basically doing the same thing, just meditating and keep my training up.
Yeah, you guys lift together, bro.
Yeah.
Lashak,
Do
so
you
I
even live?
want to, for my downtime, I want to be spending all of it like reading any of the literature or spell books or whatever about like souls and like finding your inner soul. Lots of like spiritual material.
Okay.
Because I'm looking to
Do you
find
also
out what it's like.
do you also
You could consult the
meditate?
necromancer.
Do you also meditate with Kazoo and talk to the necromancer?
If either of them approach me about their religion, I will definitely try it full-heartedly.
Can I float when I meditate?
I'm religious.
No.
What? Why do I keep studying up these religious characters? Damn it.
No, you're just a cleric of yourself.
Okay,
no.
that works.
Yeah, but I would listen to what they say and try to see if that helps me find anything.
Okay. So, Seal, Lancifer... no, Seal, I meant Blackhawk, Lancifer. Where are you doing?
I spend my time just like pulling my own weight around the ship.
Are you
And-
like a
Are you
bigger
that
dragon
fast?
or?
Awkward. You could just like walk. You don't have to. Like it's. Do we have the technology? It's not going anywhere.
Well, like 99% of my weight is in my like tail.
Onyx.
Oh god.
No, that's not canon.
Wait. Do you swing your tail, or do you
Yeah,
let it drag?
I just pull. Shut up. I just work around the ship while simultaneously
I'll
just
whip
being
my
completely.
tail back and forth.
Shut up. I hate you all.
Alright, wait. Quick question. When he said pull his weight, I understand what he meant by working. How much work does the ship take to run? Like, is it like?
Honestly,
Are
on
we
a
talking
day
like pirate ship where you got to be manning the sails and stuff constantly, or?
you only,
So just
because
kinda
there's
go.
no wind, the sails are kind of a magical function, used for steering and adjusting speed and stuff like that. So like right now, you guys are just coasting. So
Okay.
the only time that you're gonna have to deal with really managing the ship is like, oh shit, there's meteors, or oh shit, there's another.
Do we have any weaponry on the ship? Like any shipboard weapons?
No,
Like
the
cannons?
ship does not have any of those sort of weapons at the moment.
Can we
Can we
get
install
cannons?
them?
You see, going the ships level up like yourselves.
Oh.
Okay.
Level
oh,
up.
Cool.
So they evolve as they are out there and gain more
Whoa,
experience.
that's crazy.
Zexin is evolving.
Zexin is now.
But yeah.
Can we take Zexin? Can we take Zexin into like tall grass areas to try and fight weak guys?
Go, Pikachu! But yeah, I just do work around the ship whenever I can, but otherwise I'm just completely enamored with being out in space.
Okay, so like I mean, other than that, there's like cooking meals,
Yeah.
keeping messes together, like those sort of basic things. Beyond that, like
I
the ship.
swab everybody's decks, you know.
Oh my.
Stop that.
Oh,
When you
my.
hear-
I'm
when you
sorry,
hear
but I'm
Kazu
a
train,
faithful man.
You can tell.
You hear a lot of like karate. It's like a lot of hiya. Whoa!
Wow! Again, more casual racism. No.
No, I just do it because I think it's fun.
I'm just making a joke. It's okay.
Yeah,
So-
so I actually don't have a poop deck, and I don't eat poops. You guys are just...
Yeah, but you still
You're on your
attend every meal and watch them.
I just don't go near the. I don't go near the stove though. That thing scares the crap out of me.
That's really creepy.
He just sits at the table and watches you guys.
I think at
Hey,
some
guys,
point, I
need
would
some
like
charcoal.
kind of turn my back towards the war force. Like, you
Well, I
walk.
like talk to you too. I'm not just like
Okay.
sitting there staring.
Okay.
Well, hey, if we
Oh,
ever
okay.
need charcoal, we just throw the warforged to the oven
Hey,
and make
whoa,
charcoal.
whoa,
out of it.
Whoa! Hey,
Oh.
no.
No, isn't that how you make charcoal? You burn wood.
Oh.
Yes, it
Anyways.
is.
It holds
Not-
these
not-
rights to be self-evident
not living
that all
wood.
men were created
True.
equal.
So okay. So
But all trees
so
created
yes.
equal.
Basically,
Yes.
so my
Yes.
character just spent the night before, like after leaving the bar, converting one of the rooms into like a small cot, like taking out whatever bed was actually there, disassembling it and making tables out of it, and then using the rest as workshop space.
okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
that could
gonna
be
be
my
most of my
bed.
trip.
So
stuff.
the gnome stole his own room. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And it already has traps available if you want to contest that.
Oh God.
I have a check for trap skill here. Let's see.
All right. So. Oh, and
What will your
apparently,
trap
apparently,
skill?
Twitch chat. Javier says he likes this group. So, moving forward, so 2 weeks pass of you guys getting acclimated into the ship with Zexin and everything, and you see, when he alerts you like, "Hey, I can see the planet," He's really matter of fact like that.
I run up on deck and
Planet Ho!
go to the front of the ship and look out. What does the planet look like?
The planet looks. No, I don't. No, enough.
Paint me a word picture worthy of Bob Ross.
Oh shit. Well, okay, you see, guys, there's a nice planet there in front of you. It's got a lot of swirling blue and greens going on the surface, and looks like some nice, really pleasantly painted
Alright, this
and
can stop at
smoked-
any point now.
What about
This starts to piss me off.
Are there almighty mountain ranges?
There are almighty mountains. No, the planet itself looks it looks like it doesn't. It's mostly water with lots of islands, from what
Okay.
you can see here, and its poles, instead of being polarized north and south, it looks like the way that it's rotating everything looks like it's polarized east to west.
So this may be getting super technical, and you may not have thought this out. But how do ships interact with planets? Like, what's the deal? Like,
They land.
do we? Okay, so we just sort of like land.
Yeah.
But we don't have to like anchor outside the planet and send like a rowboat. Like we can.
No, you can take your the ship's not that big. Like
I don't know.
you can look like it's big.
So since it's water, can we like land down in the ocean like a regular ship?
Yeah, it can still function like a regular nautical vessel as well.
Oh, nice.
Otherwise,
so,
it
Zexin,
flies.
Old buddy, old pal.
Otherwise,
How's your swimming skills these days?
I mean, I float.
Well, I mean, do we have like boats on like?
well, like the ship
Other
flies. So like
Yeah, I
typically,
understand.
people take them to the surface and then put down a rope, like ladder, and
Okay,
climb down from there.
so I guess we go down, right?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling this planet. Let's try the next one.
Do the islands look like they are rich in resources from up here?
They look like
They
what?
look.
Like what?
Do they look like green?
Are they
and
green? Or are
pretty?
I mean,
Or
from
are they all rocky and gray?
they look.
Can we even see?
Some of them look green. It looks like what you from out from here. You know, the planet. It's hard to gauge a whole lot. You kind of often, you know, from your understanding, have to actually go down there to take a look. You know, sail into it, which the ship is fully capable of because of
So
magic.
let's do that.
Yeah, I think we should do that as well.
So okay, what hemisphere are you gunning for?
North left.
Middle.
Okay.
Northwestern Quadrisphere.
Okay. So you guys go in there, and there is a chain of islands along that like it basically almost looks like that there was once possibly an actual continent there, and it broke into islands. They're all so close together.
Okay.
When you say broke, you
Like
mean
how
like the
big are
water
the
level
islands?
rose, or like it literally shattered?
It's hard to tell from here, but they're so close together that it'd be easy to assume that they were once one landmass, either
Okay.
flooded, and those are
How
the
big
tops
are
of the
they?
mountains. You would assume from back here, make an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not what I'm very good at.
I've never seen an island.
It
in
wouldn't
my
be
life, so-
wisdom.
No, intelligence.
Does someone else want to make a check?
You're the
like
ones who
some
asked
help
the
with that?
question.
What do we need to?
You asked the
I mean,
I
question.
don't think none
Well,
of
I
us
mean,
would know.
perception and survival are both based off of wisdom, so I would assume that estimating distances would be a wisdom thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but none of us know what an island is. You'd have to have read it in a book or something.
Is it just the save roll?
Literally just an intelligence, like the actual stat, like the intelligence. Yeah, you can.
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Unskilled intelligence. No. You're
Oh.
you're really not certain because this is the first time you've seen an island, legitimately. So like, and the first time you've really approached the planet in this manner. So gauging the size of it from back here, I mean, they're big enough to see from easily see from space, but as you guys go in towards this large chain of islands that are pretty close together. Oh, hello.
Dad, I did it.
All right.
Beep boop.
Or intelligence, so you just click the save for that.
No,
No, it's under skills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new skills.
And you scroll to the bottom.
So, you estimate, though, Blackhawk, Rusk, that these islands probably, well, if you were to judge here, you would definitely have to think that these islands are probably a good about 200 mile in diameter.
So not
Okay.
big, not huge.
Right.
That's pretty big.
I mean, it's basically like the size. It's a little smaller in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Right. So like, you know, they're big, but they're not gigantic.
Okay. What do the separate islands look like? Like, do they look different at all in terms of biome or?
Perception check, yon.
Oh my god.
What are those? All the nat ones.
Oh
Guess
no.
I could try.
Well, I mean, we got a couple. Decent
Question?
ones. I don't know.
Atmosphere.
Not an issue. Magic.
Okay. Just questions have to be asked.
No, it's fine.
So-
It's fine.
I passed.
Okay, so a couple people do see stuff.
Yes. So Kazoo. You see, looking down upon these islands, that actually one of them appears to have a pyramid on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no!
Point it out.
Technology.
There's
Like
an
a
island over there with
pointy
a pyramid on
pyramid or
it.
a step pyramid?
Step pyramid. Think like
Uh-oh.
Aztecs.
Oh, fuck.
I like how that changes your
Like a
tone.
point. Hey,
does!
there's an island that way, down that way. There's a pyramid down that way on one of them islands.
Let's check it out.
All right. Take her in for a landing.
Yep.
Bring us down nice and easy, Zex.
Zex sets you down like, do you want me to land in the water or just float above the island?
Let's get as close to that pyramid as possible. Well, no, not too
Well,
close.
I could
does he
drop
like
you
to
off
swim?
right on top of that pyramid.
Let's not do that.
Zexy old pal, I like the way you think.
I think that we should possibly stage a little bit further away from the pyramid.
Fine.
You're
That's fine.
too careful. You gotta go right into the thick of things.
Well, fine. Fuck it.
Shot.
Let's do it.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Zex-
Wait, Lashot, with that perception roll, did I see like a patch of a clear area where we could keep the ship?
I mean, the,
Free of like trees.
the ship
It can fly.
flies.
No. At this point, fuck it.
No.
We're going on the
So no,
pyramid.
Zex.
Zex
So
is dropping us right at
Zex
the top.
goes,
That's where
yeah,
Zex is going.
and speeds up going forward. Does a barrel roll.
Fucking A, right.
Does he have to make like an acrobatics check for that?
I got this. He's got it. Don't
Okay.
worry. And then like literally flies you to it, and like comes to like he does one of those like, and comes to a real quick stop, floating right above the pyramid.
I toss down the ladder and like I'm the first over and like slide down the rope ladder.
You guys
Yeah.
aren't serious,
onto the
are you?
pyramid. And
No,
I
we're
look up,
fucking serious.
And I
dude.
just
This is how
look
it's
up at
going.
Umbra and I'm like, what? Call me a pussy? What?
What?
I forgot about your Marty McFly-like syndrome.
How high up are we?
You guys are
Off the
literally
pyramid.
like 25 feet above the pyramid.
Yeah.
And you've
I'm
got,
gonna use the ladder to go down. I was thinking like making some like jump roll, but not at 25 feet.
What determines your fall height without being able to take damage?
it's
It's
typically
25 feet
For,
is too
for
much.
everything above 10, I think it's 1d6.
yeah.
What if I'm 6'7"?
It doesn't
Does that
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
How
Okay.
tall you
Fixed
are does
rate.
not affect how high you fall from.
Does his
Just-
tail affect his fall speed? Does he have wings?
Yes, actually,
I
because
will
everyone
sooner
falls for
or
his
later.
tail.
Hey!
stop it.
Her tail, by the way.
Whatever.
Her tail, yeah.
They're dragonborn. It's all the same.
I will have wings eventually.
Lashok, this ladder totally can handle all of our weights.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Like
I will confidently climb down on it.
right. Like it's designed for that.
Right, that's what I figured.
So it's like, all right, guys, be careful. The ship shouts to you as you climb down the ladder.
Thanks, Z.
And you're
Don't worry, Zex. When have we never been careful? Wait.
Like right now.
When have we ever not been careful? That's what I meant.
So I guess now look around. Should you want some perceptions?
So yeah, when you get on there, you guys can make perceptions or checks as you're looking over the area.
How like
What the fuck?
how large are the steps like to go down like on the like,
The
5
steps,
foot or
no, the steps are like in size are like 6 foot steps.
okay.
But there aren't like little steps. They're
They're
big.
just giant ones. And also you can notice that this pyramid is probably a good 200 feet tall.
Fucking A right. Right on top.
Fuck.
So
I
you-
look down at the pyramid and I look over at fucking Umbra and I'm like, I just shake my head and I start climbing down.
so it's like, that's enough that you have to like actively climb down because
Yeah.
you're just like drop down. But let's see here. So Umbra, with your the perceptions when you guys are looking around here, Umbra, it's like the terrain around this place looks like dense forest with really odd looking trees that have purple leaves.
Well, yeah.
That are swaying in a wind, almost all in unison.
We're talking like foresty trees or like jungly trees?
Dr. Seuss.
Hey,
Okay.
Elmhart.
Truffula trees.
Truffula
Elmhart.
trees. It looks a lot like truffula trees.
We about to go Lorax on this?
Hey, Elmhart.
Yes, sir.
You get anything weird off those trees, or you gotta get you closer? I don't recognize them.
I did roll a 16. Do I see roughly the similar?
You see the trees. Like anyone
Right.
can see the trees.
Do I know anything about weird purpley trees from the Lorax?
That would be a nature check.
Okay.
The only thing you can gather from those trees from this distance and what you see is that you would assume that these are like deciduous trees.
Oh, great.
So they lose their leaves.
Does he know what the word deciduous means?
I hope so. I mean, I'm deciduous, so it's okay.
Yeah, he goes streaking every fall. No.
I'm more of a
So-
Capricorn.
So yeah, I will say they look like the normal
I'm a
deciduous trees.
Libra.
I'm definitely gonna go take a closer look.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
gonna
like
have to
that's a good
climb
idea.
all the way down the
Oh,
pyramid.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
well aware.
Hey,
So-
Zex. I'm gonna shut up. Hey, Zex. Pick us up from the bottom though, cause this whole climb back up, ain't fucking happening.
Do we have like a communicator for Zex?
Yes, sure you do.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
Amulets.
We're all magic.
You
We're all magic users.
You all
so-
have amulets that let you talk to
Sweet.
each other and to the ship.
Oh,
Within
cool.
within 5 miles.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Great.
Hopefully we'll never get separated that much.
Hopefully.
So yeah, like I'm like halfway down already.
Yeah, you guys go climbing
Wait, do we
down
need to be
there.
making acrobatics checks to climb down?
No, I mean,
No,
well,
he
Unless
said
you're
we could just drop
sprinting.
down.
if you the steps are like 6 foot or 6 foot high, but that just means that you basically just have to carefully drop yourself down them. Like it doesn't take that much effort, unless you want to do an acrobatics, in which you can't. Athletics. Okay, so
I want to do a flip.
oh, All right, you go bounding down the steps. It's a good height, easy to do a basic flip. Nothing like real fancy. You stand on the edge, flip off, land. Good dismount. So
Like he's literally just practicing his flips.
So
do
what
or
you-
not just to try and freaking.
what you also saw, what Umbra saw with his perception for his, what did his jock eyes see? Was looks like down at the on one side here, looks like there's like an entrance to the inside of this pyramid. Like it's like sticking out.
Hey guys, looks like there's a door. Maybe there's some locals around. Let's go meet them.
You kill him? No.
No, we're just gonna knock on the door and say hi. We're
Oh,
just
God.
killing
Yeah.
shit.
Let's
the fuck
try
do
and
you think
parkour
you are?
down this thing.
Come on, we're not Christopher Columbus.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Smallpox
Did you guys bring
blankets
any
are
blankets?
not. Smallpox blankets are not standard equipment.
Okay, so yeah, we head down. I guess we head to the door area.
Alright, you guys, you climb down there, and now that you're down this level, you can see that those trees in the distance they're not very tall, actually. The trees are probably only about 10 feet tall.
Oh wow.
Okay.
How far away are the trees from us?
Probably 100 feet, not that far.
Do any of the trees look like they are in bloom or have seeds on them now?
What,
Make
is it springtime for you? Are you horny or something?
No, I'm gonna gather.
I mean, we
some
could
seeds.
grow some on the
I'm
ship.
gonna gather some seeds.
You'd have to go closer and inspect them.
I'm
Because-
gonna go very close and I will inspect them.
Alright, make a nature check.
Sure thing.
I will join.
At 10. There you go.
So you approach up there and you're kind of like, I don't
Rusk is a fucking
know.
nerd.
I
But
don't
but
know what
Rusk,
these seeds look
but
like.
Rusk, the little gnome nerd, like
Nerd.
you come up and actually like he's looking up and down the tree trying to figure out. You, from your lower perception, notice that there seems to be like I don't know what you're eating, but I hate the fact that I'm not eating it.
It was an awful noise.
All children.
The bones of my enemies.
You notice that
boy.
there are little
It was pretty crunchy.
there are like fruits that are growing on the exposed roots at the bottom of this tree,
Oh,
Rusk.
little tubers.
No, instead of growing from the higher branches, it's growing from there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so I'm totally like looking up at the leaves, looking for like fruits or things.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna,
And the gnome finds them
I'm-
at gnome level.
I'm gonna take out like a little mending hammer and just dink against the warforged and point at the fruits.
Yeah. All we hear is.
Dun,
Didn't go.
dun, dun.
So I'm gonna like look down at this gnome just tapping me with the hammer. Like, what?
I just point at them and say, "Is this what you were looking for?"
Oh, actually, yes. I'm just gonna like reach down and like gather like 5 or so.
Cool.
Just a small amount.
I have flesh hands. I didn't want to touch them.
I got this.
I have flesh hands.
Flesh hands.
Oh
Don't
my
worry.
god.
So I guess Umbra and I are inspecting this doorway.
All right. You can do an investigation check then.
Okay.
Oh snap! Look at you, Sherlock.
I investigate the shit out of this doorway.
You do investigate the shell of this doorway. What you're able to find actually on it is that there are a lot of carvings on the doorway that seem to depict like what you're guessing from it seems to depict like the story of the building of this pyramid. It shows figures that look humanoid but have 4 legs and 4 arms. And it shows the building of this pyramid, and the only thing that you immediately find odd about it is that when it shows the finished pyramid, it looks like it's drawn like showing like it's like all along the entrance. It's kind of like a mural. And as you're looking at the end of it showing the built pyramid, it shows the pyramid like on plains, like surrounded by nothingness.
Okay. In this investigation, does it look like there's been like active activity on or around the pyramid, or are we talking about something that's
No.
been like abandoned?
It appears that there's been no signs of use or movement on the pyramid, and who knows how long time. Like, you're having to brush off dust and plant growth while looking
Okay.
it over.
What do I know about structures like this?
Well, structures like this are typically used either in the form of like a religious or sacred site or burial mound for like great rulers or a marker for a historical event.
Would there be any reason to do a Arcana check on these carvings?
You can attempt one to see if you see any sort of like arcane remnants on there.
I could join in this.
It's pretty good Arcana check right there.
Yeah, actually, you're not able to identify all of it, but it appears, that what you can tell is that there are runes actually engraved around the sides of the pyramid. Now that you are down on ground level and looking up, you see that there are runes engraved like going up all the stairs.
Okay.
That would appear to have some sort of ritualistic use.
Okay.
Mr. Ritual Gun. Any idea?
Do I know anything about the runes? Like, are they familiar at all?
They have, because magic is kind of a universal thing, there are a lot of similarities that you can discover here, and it seems to be based in the forms of, like, transmutation and connected to nature.
So is this like, and this might be making a leap, does this appear to be some sort of terraforming structure?
Ooh.
Possible. You would have to investigate further and maybe see what's going on inside of it.
But is that a reasonable conclusion just off of the basics, like that this is what it possibly could be?
That you are not. I would not say that you're jumping to a crazy conclusion with that.
Okay,
I would say that it's a very reasonable hypothesis.
I would say I would turn to the guys and looking at these runes that I found here, and based on what I can tell, it's some sort of nature transmutation. Like maybe they were shaping this world, possibly. I don't know. I'd have to investigate more.
As he's saying that to them, I'm gonna walk over and kind of show them the fruits and be like, "I've never seen anything like these before, but this is what it could be planting."
So the fruits look very similar to, say, a coconut, but they were attached on the actual roots, and they're
Right.
roughly the size of a softball.
Have you tried breaking one open yet?
I haven't tried anything yet.
Do we want to?
I got this. I will grab one of the monkey nuts from him, as I'm going to name them thus.
Thus the monkey. You reach forth and grasp the monkey nut from Elmhart's hand.
So he's holding monkey's nuts in his hands.
Yes.
I am. It's really fun. Now, do I need to roll a strength check here for this, or
Yeah, go for
are you
it.
just gonna
Well,
assume
are
I
you
can break it?
smashing them, or are you just trying to crush them in your bare hands?
Yeah.
I'm gonna smash it against the rock wall.
Okay, yeah,
Or
strength
not
check.
smash it, but try and crack it.
Strength check with advantage because you've got a wall.
So is that the unskilled strength?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this fucking working out. God damn it.
Uh,
Just assume it's
You need
problem-
me to do that
you
for
go,
you, little man?
You go to smash it, but like, you go to smash it on an area where there's like some sort of moss-like growth and makes it slick, and you just kind of like scrape down there versus smashing it against the wall.
Thank you for hiding my weaknesses.
No problem, Boo. I got you.
So I'm going to shake my head, and I'm assuming we brought exploratory tools down with us.
I mean, the gnome has a hammer.
It's true.
Fucking
So
gnomes.
I'm gonna light up a torch, and unless we have some other magical way of producing light, I'm gonna light up a torch and sort of step inside the entrance and look for more carvings.
Okay, you'd be
Wait,
over
wait.
there.
So he's lighting a torch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away. I see that happen, and I'm just out. Nowhere near that torch.
So how far away do you run? Give me like.
I want to go at least 20 feet away.
All right, so you light your torch, and Elmhart jumps a good 20 feet away from you, hiding behind.
Oh wait, hold up. Actually,
Bradar.
before I do that, I actually have a question.
Yes.
How precise is dark vision? Like, would I need to light a torch?
What type of dark vision do you have?
Dark
Always
vision,
60 feet.
60-foot vision.
Okay. Then you would be able to see basics, but if anything has super fine detail or color, you would need.
Okay,
light
so
to
I
see
would need a
that.
torch. Okay, so yeah, I'm lighting the torch.
Yeah, so I'm just totally gonna jump 20 feet away. I'm gonna be like, dude, whoa, not you cool, and I'm just out.
I
Peace
need
out.
to fucking see in here. Are you kidding me? I
We're
like,
a bunch of magic people. Does nobody have light?
I'm working on that at this very moment. Just been a
I just
little
shake my
rusty
head
with this
and
one.
walk into the thing.
Let's say, isn't
Give
light
me
just a
2 more
cantrip?
levels.
Yeah, light's a cantrip.
Yeah, I have it. It requires the material. I'm making sure I have
I'm
the
back.
material.
If you have like a
You can have
a
the
bag
basic
of spell
material.
components, you
Yeah,
have
you'd
it.
have the basic material for casting light.
They should be in like your class pack.
Yeah, you've.
No, you don't get that with cleric.
But I'm gonna say you have the base material for casting
Alright.
light.
I
Because
whatever,
it's
I'm
cast
ignoring
light.
this.
It'll last for 1 hour.
All
That's
right.
fine.
I'm ignoring this ridiculousness, and I'm moving ahead with my.
I mean, he is made of wood, to be fair.
Justly.
Yeah, but if he's made of solid wood, regular torch isn't gonna automatically catch him on fire.
Dude,
Ishmael.
I'm not made of solid wood. I'm made of like intertwined twigs and vines and like that.
He's Groot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like a
just-
Wait,
combination.
LeShock,
Yes.
are there Sun Soul monks in this game? In this
They're
in
what?
5e?
That's a Forgotten Realms thing.
Ishmael, buddy, just put the torch down. No one needs to get hurt.
I'm not gonna hit him with the torch.
I know.
I was
I'm
just
fucking
asking
with
because
you.
I remember.
Just put the torch out.
It's okay,
I'll cast the
Fred.
light spell. We'll be good for a while.
What the hell? Sorry,
Elmhart's not down with the flames.
sorry about the echo.
Whatever.
can't
As I
see
said,
that stuff.
I'm moving forward into the tunnel.
He's just doing it.
If a light source is produced at some point,
He casts light.
then I will put
He already has, yeah.
Yeah, he
then
casts
I'll put
light.
the torch out. But then I'm like, then come on, let's take a look at this shit.
You
Alright,
need
I
to
move
calm the
inside
fuck
tunnel,
down,
and
little
I'm
man.
Looking for targets.
I like. Wait. Why are you yelling at Rusk? He's. The...
I'm not yelling at it.
No, he said you need to
Little
calm
man.
down, little man.
Uh,
Come on, we hadn't had a casual racist moment in a while.
I'm not racist. I
Your
meant that
points are
wholeheartedly.
So okay, so you give up attempting to open the fruit and are all just going in with the light spell casted by
That's
Umbra.
true. You know what?
I'll open the fruit.
Are you just gonna punch it?
Wait, are we opening the fruit? Or are we going in the dead pyramid?
Wait. We could have 2 parties.
We can have multiple things going on at once. I'm going in the temple. If you're not providing your light source, then I'm using the torch. If you are providing your light source, then I'm putting the torch out.
I'm gonna let the halfling go ahead. I mean the halfling. Sorry, he's acting like a halfling.
Oh,
Oh.
damn! That's
He's
an
on his
insult.
own.
All
I'll
right,
try and smash it against the wall.
all right. Strength check.
What determines if it's unskilled? Oh, it's unskilled.
Because it's not a skill, it's just strength.
I thought that read untrained for a minute.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
God damn it!
No,
Got
you
advantage,
have
though.
advantage
No,
for
he had
using the wall.
advantage,
Yeah.
so he got
So
it.
yeah,
wall.
you crack it open. You know, it's like crack, and a little bit of a clear juice drips out. Like you didn't
Clear
smash
juice
it
coming from the
open,
monkey nuts.
but you did crack it so you can break it apart and look inside and everything. So
I'll toss it to the Noah and be like, "Can you finish cracking this open?"
Who'd you toss it to?
The
The
gnome.
gnome.
Why are we spending so much time on this damn nut?
Dude, it's monkey nuts,
Dude,
man. Everybody
gotta-
loves monkey
We gotta
nuts.
bust some nuts. Come on.
Oh no.
Listen, we get
so
on the
are there
planet.
more
First thing you
carvings
gotta
on the
do
inside
tonight.
of the hallway?
And you guys question why I named them monkey nuts.
So anyways, Blackhawk, you get tossed the cracked monkey nut.
I legitimately just watch it drop the ground
So you
Hand
watch
it
it drop
back.
to you.
to the
Like your level.
Warforged and keep walking.
Okay. Perception check.
I'm not a backpack.
Perception.
No, I mean,
You
I'm
could
just
fit in
trying
one.
to finish it.
Who is rolling a perception check?
Any of you.
All of us.
Well, except for me, because I'm not paying attention.
Exactly.
To this ridiculousness.
Nailed it.
So
You didn't have advantage on it.
no, so that's gonna go. But still, Umbra saw enough. When he tossed it there and it tossed on the ground, and it fell. Actually, something fell out of the crack.
Oh, it's an egg. Oh.
No, it's teeth.
There.
Teeth?
There are
Teeth
teeth?
fall out from inside of the fruit.
Dragon seed? We plant them and grow soldiers?
I'm gonna reach down and pick up.
That's not how we work.
Is this a fucking tooth?
So
I'm
you hear that, Ishmael, behind you. You hear is this a fucking...
I look over and I put the torch down and I walk back and I look at. Wait, what did you find? You found a tooth?
Inside the monkey nuts, there was a tooth.
multiple teeth?
Possibly teeth.
What did the teeth look like?
They
Like
look...
teeth, man.
Like whose teeth?
Slightly
That's
yellow
like
like your coffee
ridiculous.
drinker.
I mean,
That's
like
a
a
canine
dragon
shark
tooth or
looking
like a
teeth.
person tooth?
Are they big teeth? Are they canines? Are they
Yeah, are they?
molars?
Yeah, they molar
They
canine
appear
incisor.
to be a mix of canines and molars.
What
and,
size?
I would say similar to human size, but a little bit bigger.
That's
like-
weird.
That is
I
weird.
think we need to open up the rest of this monkey nut a little bit more.
Yeah, I will pass out all of the rest of the monkey nuts.
I mean, I'm just gonna. Well, yeah. I mean, figure out what's going on. I'm gonna check out to see if there are more carvings and find out what this pyramid's about. Maybe we'll
All right.
find a connection. Maybe we'll find a connection.
So wait, if I were to put it on the ground and shock and karate chop it, I would not have advantage, or would I?
You can just at that point you can just
You
deal.
could flank it.
At that point you can just damage it with your attack roll, which is different than using a strength check to try and burst it open. You're basically attempting to sunder the monkey nut.
Okay, so at this
Wow.
point, while they're playing with their monkey nut, I'm gonna head back inside the tunnel and continue investigating for more
Okay.
carvings and sigils.
Okay,
It will actually do that.
make a
I really want somebody to
investigation
shake
check
one
while
of
you
these
go in
monkey
there.
nuts.
Another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
because you're in.
You guys distracted me with the monkey nuts. I couldn't convince him that it's the same investigation. Damn it. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Fine.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah, that was a good investigation for you actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, yeah, no, you got that. You crack open one of the monkey nuts with your striking palm, kazoo, and you smash it open now. And as you move apart bits of the shell, you find finger bones, at least what appears to be finger bones.
What the fuck?
I wonder if these fruits are actually
Kazu
just
yells
holding
at-
nutrients.
Yells, what the fuck?
So, so while you guys are cracking these open and discovering various different bits of tiny bones inside of these fruits, Ishmael, you're inside the temple looking around for carvings, and the first thing you immediately notice when you come in there is a large, giant, bulbous-looking plant growth.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my. Let's see.
With
You're doing this
with-
on your own.
with roots sticking out into various directions, and it looks like that all around on the walls. As it looks like they're and it looks like sticking into the walls and cracking through the floor, and what you can see in a lot of places are skeletons laying around, but they're kind of all broken and like missing parts of the missing bones in various places.
First off, I'm gonna pull out my Eldritch Blast gun, and I'm gonna start slowly backing up and be like, guys, I'm not sure the plant life here is too friendly.
I need perception checks from everyone.
Do we?
So Kazu, you suddenly, Kazu and Ishmael, as you're backing up, and Kazu, you see this as well. You look around, you suddenly notice the tree line is closer to the temple than it was when you last looked at it.
God damn it, guys!
Guys, I think these trees are alive.
They are alive. Old trees are alive.
Wait, guys! I got it.
They're not animals.
Yes, they are.
They're trees. They're plants.
They're fucking moving at us. They're animals enough to me, man. What?
I like that's how it works.
No, you didn't see them move. You just now noticed
Oh, yeah.
that they are closer.
Wait, hold on. Ooh. I am going to attempt with my class ability from being a warlock of the ancient old ones or whatever. I'm going to attempt to make telepathic contact.
Oh, nice.
With the plants. So if they have any form of language, it doesn't matter if I speak it or if they speak it or whatever. If they have some form of communication, I can communicate with them.
Okay, is there any sort of role or anything involved with this? Or?
No, it's just an innate ability.
Okay, you do initiate contact with the large bulbous plant growth in the middle, and of the temple, and you hear.
Does it say something? Anything?
You hear a lot of voices. I mean, we're talking thousands, millions of voices, all like screaming at once.
Oh, fuck. I am going to toss my torch at the bulbous plant and book it the fuck out of the temple.
I'm going to.
I'm like, come on, guys, we gotta go.
Come to the ship. We're gonna need pickup.
On my way.
Get up to the top of the temple, because we're not going through that forest.
Is anyone going to alert the ship?
Yeah, Elko just did.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just telling us to do that.
So I see you're doing a nature check there. What are you trying to figure out?
I want to know if this is similar to any sort of biological life that I would know of, especially as a scholar, essentially. Like, if I would have read about anything like this.
This does not seem natural to you.
Okay.
You think whatever this was, like, yes, the plant life seems to be based in nature, but you would assume has been altered through some sort of magic.
Oh, well then, I made the wrong roll.
Oh, Arcana! Yes. So you're looking here, and you look at the runes and everything, and look at the trees and look at the plants, and this Arcana was higher than the one that's here. You're like, oh shit! This temple was built in some sort of way to it looks like the runes and everything, to do a group communal with some sort of like greater nature spirit or deity.
This is important. We can't leave.
However,
So this is a shrine planet.
As I run out of the temple, I'm like, guys, I made contact. It was as if a million voices suddenly cried out in terror. And then I start climbing up the temple.
I'm going to shout at him when he does that. I'm going to say, do they sound like souls? Are they lost? Do they need help?
Imitate the noises.
No.
Okay, okay.
Do a barrel roll.
Asmo,
And so
you've seen Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, correct?
Yeah.
Remember the kind of sound when it was like inside the Philosopher's Stone?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, I can't imitate that. Sorry, we're going.
I
So
can't
was it
imitate-
like a lee, but you know,
Weedle,
like
weedle, weedle, weedle,
like a lot of
weedle,
ladles,
weedle.
a lot of scared ladles.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm fucking booking it up the temple. By the way.
He's like yelling this, looking back at us like,
Wait,
fuck
he's
this, fuck this,
climbing?
fuck this.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel like
yeah.
he needs to make a check for that.
if you're
I
wondering,
mean, how hard is it to? How do I need to make a check for this?
we'll
tall are
say a
you?
check to see how fast you can do it.
Okay.
Because it's not a difficult thing, but it's a matter of how quickly you can do it, and that's going to be in athletics.
Can I make it in acrobatics?
You can try to acrobatics instead by using jumps instead of just climbing. Like, you're basically trying to jump up and then pull yourself up.
Wow.
I'll try that.
So very slow progress.
Yeah, like, it's 6 feet tall, so it's not all that difficult to get.
Holy shit!
But I'm not very strong.
The reason that you and Rusk Rusk actually is going to need to make an athletics check to climb up this because it's twice his height. Unless someone boosts him. But meanwhile,
Wait, can I just pick him up?
Sure.
I'm like gigantic.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick you up, Rusk, and you can just like sit up in like in my canopy.
Are you
I'll get my staff out.
Wait, are you going to use that plant growth ability to form like a little like baby
I am.
like
Exactly right.
baby carrier?
I'm gonna use my plant growth ability to like
Baby carrier.
grow a place for him to just hang out. Like actually, I'm gonna make like a hammock of like willow branches.
Oh my god.
Dang it,
Yeah.
Rampa!
So like, okay, so Ishmael, you have trouble climbing up because Kazoo basically like jumps off your back and like flip on top of the stairs. You like, but you guys are all getting up. Like, oh geez.
That's how fast I'm going.
Except for Elmhart, who is.
That's not even a crit fail.
Nope, it's not. It's a -1.
So you could carry him, but it slows you down greatly.
That's fine. That's okay.
But you guys
I'm not
begin
going too fast. I'm not worried.
Yeah, you guys, most of you begin scrambling to get up there, and you all smell burning.
Oh no.
And
Ishmael, what did you do in there?
Nothing.
but you guys get to the top and look back. The trees have all the trees are all shaking rapidly.
Like they're scared?
Or convulsing. It's kind of hard to tell.
We're angry.
But at that time, you guys get up to the top there, and Zex is there with the ladder, and you all begin climbing up and get back onto the ship. And as the ship is pulling up, further away from it, you see like smoke emitting from the temple, and the fire like coming out, like licking amongst the stones. And a lot.
What did you do?
And as you zoom up there, and you see all of these rows of trees are shaking, and the leaves start falling off.
Oh.
Wow, we are just like Christopher Columbus.
We brought the box blankets anyway.
No.
Please,
I'm
thank you,
just gonna
Smoky
take a minute
Blanket.
to just feel sorry for them. Like this
Don't feel
terrible
sorry for them.
tiefling. This terrible tiefling just ruined everything about their lives. I just feel sorry for them.
I mean, it was out of fear. I'll give Asmo this one-time credit. This was out of fear. This is the only freebie sympathy
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get, Asmo.
yeah.
Maybe
but I
I'm
get
just
it.
You know when
fear
you
though.
go to
Maybe guys, what if they were just like the bones were them gathering nutrients from the leftovers from what were here before, and they were actually like they saw it
Or
and they were
they
like,
killed
hey, friend.
everyone who was
yeah,
here.
you know, whenever you go to a new place and you accidentally commit genocide,
So it doesn't.
Hashtag casual genocide.
Oh man, we went from casual racism to casual genocide. Man,
Listen, some people do it at the same time.
the party escalates quite a bit there.
The 1940s called.
So no, there's a lot of smoke, and then like the temple starts rumbling, and it looks like the stones begin collapsing in on themselves. And then all of the trees, the leaves all fall off and stop moving.
I guess we could go back.
The fuck did you just do, guys?
Yeah, I'm not gonna climb up the ladder.
What'd you do, Tiefling?
I'm gonna stay just on
Hey,
top
hey.
and watch.
Asmo?
Look,
Be nice to him.
Asmo,
Look. yeah, what's up?
you have a feeling your patron is pleased.
Oh, really?
What?
Wow.
Who is your
What?
god?
Cthulhu.
Satan himself.
You don't know
No,
why.
no, my god is my patron is most certainly not demons. That is why I picked the Elder God, because they're not demons.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't know why. Nothing has been explained, but you get the feeling that it's pleased.
I kind of shudder at that feeling because I'm not 100% on, like, I'm not worshiping my patron, but
No.
Now,
but I'm like, guys, listen. I was in there. There was this creepy ass plant thing. I made telepathic contact with it, and all I heard was terrified screaming from millions of voices. So I got the fuck out.
Wait, did it sound like this?
Oh my God.
Pretty accurate, right? I know. Good at
No.
things.
So yeah, so Zach's like, so are we leaving or what's going on?
I'll go back down.
I think we should go back down.
All right, well we'll need to land somewhere
I'm
else because
down.
the temple just collapsed on itself.
Are there other islands like that maybe we could investigate? Because
There
that
are-
place.
There's an entire planet.
I'm
I
not
mean, we
going back
could-
down there.
I don't know what's left to investigate down there, but sure, if you want to.
The rest of the
I-
planet?
Well, but we could go to another island. We
He's
don't
not-
have to stay at this place.
Well, Rusk says that he would like to go back down there. So,
And so do I.
all right.
I'm
So,
down.
Okay.
you know, Zex just kind of pulls up there and finds a spot to hunker down that's where there's a bit of enough of a clearing for him for you guys to get down the rope ladder. As you climb
Okay.
down there and look around, you can see all of these rows of now leafless trees. All the purple
At this
leaves.
point, I have both my chill touch and my fucking eldritch bolt guns out and ready.
And you see the collapsed pile of stone that is there was the huge pyramid. And there is still bits of smoke leaking out from it. Now that's a bit of an interesting. It's such a large, heavy structure just suddenly collapse on itself. Is a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
But you know you can approach and investigate the ruins of it. You can investigate these trees.
Can somebody cast light on me? I'm just gonna
Yep.
walk back into, or like go as far into the pyramid as physically possible. However much is still left.
I
over.
should have a
Alrighty.
sun rod on me.
Great. Thank you.
So okay, he casts light. So you go back over towards the entrance there, which is the least collapsed part, because I'll just fold it in on from like the top, just like went straight down, and you can see some like weird charred, like plant organic matter, like kind of squished out between some of the fallen stones.
Oh.
But you're able to go into the entrance. I don't know, probably like 10 feet before you're just met with rubble.
Oh yeah, it's that bad. Okay.
Like the thing, like basically the thing collapsed from the top downward. It's like the inside suddenly gave out.
So almost though, like it was very much hollow, and there were a lot more things in there that we could have gotten to that Asmo ruined.
Or that whatever burned was what was actually holding the temple up.
Oh, okay, right. Gotcha.
So at the roots of all these trees, like, are the fruits just like dead?
I mean,
Like-
the fruits didn't look particularly lively to begin with because they looked kind of like softball.
I'm gonna start
coconuts.
breaking more of them open because I have a bad feeling about them and I want to confirm it.
As you break more of them open, every single one of them is filled with bones of look like humanoid-esque bones that would fit inside of something the size of a softball. Teeth, fingers, toes, nose, those sorts of things.
Nose isn't a bone.
You
I
know,
mean,
no, there is a nose bone. It just is not connected directly to the skull. Anyways,
Suddenly, our necromancer raises all of these things.
there's
I'm
not
not
enough
that
to form a
skilled yet, don't
body.
worry.
There's not
I
enough to
know.
form a body.
I know, but
they're
it's
just
more
like
a
dancing
construct of
skeletal
them.
pieces on
We
the
could
ground.
have
Wait,
black
so
bones
do I
make a
know? Wait, do I know
constructed
that
bone.
Umbra is like? Do I know Umbra is a priest of death? Do we know that about you, Umbra?
Yeah, is that known?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't. People know I don't heal. I do. I'm not necessarily. I don't necessarily raise the dead. I just.
But you, like,
am a
study.
Did you
damage
say you're
beast.
not that kind of necromancer?
So I'm like,
Hashtag
Umbra.
please.
So I say, Umbra, can you find out how these bones died?
Oh,
Nope.
speak with dead.
I'm pretty useless.
Oh man.
I'm pretty useless.
Kind of.
So you have all of the ones that you're cracking open. You're finding, teeth, fingers, toes, all the tiny bones.
Is there like a around this temple a larger tree anywhere, like a great one or multiple great ones, or is it like one side of the forest taller?
No, all the trees look very uniform in size and shape.
The big great one was inside the temple.
Yeah. So it seems like.
It may seem weird, but I wonder if these trees have bones in them.
Can we hold on? I'm gonna say
That's a good question. You'd have to open one up to find out.
That seems like
I mean,
the main thing to
how
do.
offended is Omhart gonna be if we just take an axe to one of these trees?
I will be very offended. I'll have to hear. So I'm gonna go up to one of the trees first.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna kind of do like some weird spiritually thing that I do with trees, probably having to do with the dryad inside of me, and I'm going to like ask my patron dryad, like to evaluate if this tree is sickly or if it wants to die.
Or if it's dead.
I wanna see if it can like
I'm gonna need a
pick
wisdom.
apart its feelings.
A wisdom check from you.
Just a general
are you still inside of that?
Like a wisdom,
warforged?
like a wisdom saving throw or a wisdom check. Yeah.
Let's check. There you go.
So you kind of meditate inwardly on whatever, on the source of your power that makes you feel, entwined with nature and the trees around you, and the sense that you can get is that this tree is dead.
Okay. I'm gonna look at them, seeing that they've already brought their axe out, and I'll just kind
Wait,
of like.
who brought an axe out?
I don't know. I just assume one of you guys did. But I'll look at them and I'll kind of give them a sorrowful look and say, I think they're dead. All of them.
Well,
Well, then can we take a look inside, or is that going to offend you?
No, it's fine. We need to know.
Who's the strongest person here?
It would probably be, I don't know, me or the Warforged.
Go to the
I'm not
casters.
particularly strong, but we can make it.
I mean,
out
I
to
will
the
allow
right
you
there.
guys, basically, if you work together, you can just take the time to bring a tree down and cut it open.
I will
Let's
climb up it
do
and
that.
just hang from the top until it breaks.
Oh my
I
god.
could
Wow, that is.
burn the trunk of it to get all.
I mean, I'll say, like, you guys can just take the time and get it
I mean, we
open.
can just
there
Let's
are
just
Take
do that.
20.
There are 6 of you with various different abilities and skills and magic. You can get a tree open, okay? I'm just gonna
All
say
right.
Let's
this.
do that.
I mean,
So-
I like have a chisel
Did I
So-
hear skills?
and a hammer.
Oh my
martial
god!
arts. Handle animal.
I martial arts the tree.
You
Oh,
just
God.
crit check that handle animal.
I know. I'm so confused. Can I save that for when I really need to use it?
No, but actually what you do with that is when you bring it on the tree, you actually manage to coax a little tiny like furry rodent out from hiding.
Oh my gosh.
Can I keep him?
Sure.
Can I make an adorable check?
I'm keeping him.
Nat 20's it. This thing has 4 eyes.
Wow.
It has reddish. Like,
That's not adorable.
reddish.
That is adorable.
Reddish orange kind of fur, 2 tails, and it's shaped very similar to like a chipmunk. It's very
Alright.
tiny.
Is this like Miles Tails Prowler but with 4 eyes?
No, because that would be a fox, not a chipmunk.
I'm going to name him Bradley, and I'm going to keep him.
Holy shock.
Bradley,
If I crit that tree, did I just like punch it open?
you guys get the tree open, and you.
Oh damn it! I wanted to crit the tree.
What
'cause
you
I rolled
actually,
that 20.
what you find as you start to bring the tree open is inside the trunk, like basically looking like twisted, like it, like almost as if the wood grew around and constricted it, is like is a demon.
Oh. Like a dead demon.
A dead demon, as if this tree grew around it and constricted it to death, and squished the shit out of it.
Guys,
I
the
punch
trees
it
were
right in the
fighting the
face.
demons.
Start stomping it. I'm like kicking the shit out of
It's
this
just
dead
like Fern Gully.
I kind of like grab his arm and I'm like, listen, the trees were fighting the demons. They won.
demon. We don't know what happened.
You're right, we
Now.
don't. But
But at least
what
this
I'm
fucker's
seeing
dead.
here is a tree and a dead demon. I think they
Demons
won.
were here before us.
Does the demon
The demons were here before us. Maybe we should leave.
does the demon look like it's the source of the toe bones or the nose bone?
No.
or whatever?
The demons don't have bones.
Oh wow, that's gross.
Yeah, so clearly these things ate something that was human.
You
Probably
can
the population
you
of
can-
the planet
you can-
that built the.
you can attempt another Arcana
Let's
check.
open another tree.
So
Can I make a
Arcana?
nature check?
you this is beyond nature at this point.
Okay, alright.
Is it just magic?
Or a religion or Arcana check can be used here.
Can I make a nature check on Bradley?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that I will do.
I will try a religion check.
Hey,
Oh,
tell me
I-
about Bradley.
another
I can
gnat.
tell you all about Bradley.
Another gnat.
Never mind.
I natted to get him, and now he natted for the
Religion's the,
information.
it's the one
I got
skill
a
I didn't pick
14
Wow,
anything
Bra-
to do.
Arcana.
Bradley is apparently somehow tied to critical successes, and I don't know
He
how
is.
yet.
That's
He's
why
our
I'm keeping him.
mascot.
He's
I
warm.
got
a
You know, what you
14 on
gather
Arcana.
is that he's, definitely a warm-blooded creature.
Okay.
Some form of like something similar, at very least similar to a mammal. Judging from like looking it over in its actions, you would assume it's an herbivore.
Okay.
And beyond that, you would think that this is the type of creature that would typically burrow in the ground.
After the 14 on Arcana.
And
that do
probably eats, plants and maybe occasional small bug, but you doubt it.
But like, okay, does he look like he would eat a monkey nut, or does he look like he uses other plants as his primary food?
He's got good enough teeth that you think he could get a monkey nut open.
Okay.
He actually has
So I'm gonna-
really like
Wait.
his front teeth, like his 2 primary teeth, are like
Right.
they're like fucking like it could be used as like a can opener.
So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
going to offer Bradley a monkey nut.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna write my thesis and hand it to Seal to show. Hey,
he
this
takes
is-
it
there you
and
go.
sinks his and begins like spinning it while constantly chucking his teeth into it until he basically like cuts it in half. Not in like a super
Fucking
spat move, but it's like one bite at a time, like until is able to pry it open, and he scoops the bones aside and begins eating the insides of the monkey nut.
The flesh of the monkey.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
He's
I'm-
coming home with me.
He's still coming home with us. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of monkey nuts, so that we can potentially like start a farm of them on the ship.
Of,
We can
of
feed Bradley
bone-filled
monkey
nuts? Yeah, that
Yes.
seems smart.
What? It'll be fine. We got it.
So
Can we start trying to open another tree, see
Yeah,
if it's another demon inside or something else?
open the tree and find another demon.
What do these arcanas tell them?
So the only thing that you can gather from this arcana, because all this seems a little weird, is Ishmael. You kind of get the impression here, judging by the way those look, that these trees, and from what you saw inside there, you would guess something along the lines of whoever did this ritual sacrificed themselves to make the trees.
Oh.
And the trees fed off of them. And that's why their seeds have the bones inside of them.
So we're talking about millions of human sacrifice going on here.
Yeah, large scale. Because now you're looking around at how many trees there are here.
I'm
Guys,
gonna
the
relay
trees are
these.
good.
I'm gonna relay this. No. When does anything good come of millions of people killing themselves?
They killed the demons. They
Yeah,
sacrificed
it's-
themselves to save the planet.
They
All
could
the
kill
rest of them-
anything. We don't know what they kill.
The rest of the
we think
people that were
demons.
here are now in space. They're fine.
Yeah, this
That's
was
a
clearly made as a
giant leap.
defense network.
This is defensive. Yeah, this is good. We need to
And
relay
we
this
murdered
information back to the ships.
You're the only one that heard the screaming, Ishmael. They can't understand. You're also the only one that knows that your patron was pleased by what you did.
Yeah.
So creepy.
How useful would
That's
detect
so
magic be in
ominous.
this situation?
You could be detecting if anything has magical auras.
If
Oh.
would there be like a remnant one?
Potentially, if it's powerful
Yeah,
enough.
there could be anything.
So wait,
yeah.
Lashak, I have a question because the screaming makes it seem as if a whole bunch of people were unwillingly sacrificed. Like, would that?
It's hard to say. You would have to do you would have to have. That would
You have to
require
read those
you
runes.
would have to go through those ruins and try and understand the ritual spell better to figure that out. Now, those ruins are broken. It's not to say that you couldn't, try and gather it from the rubble, but it would be difficult and take a lot of time.
Right.
Now, you're detecting magic there, Umbra, and all of these trees have a fading magical aura to them, and the temple radiates it, even still.
What school?
The school of
Transmutation.
transmutation and abjuration.
Abjuration's like protection, isn't it?
It used for a lot of protection spells as well as some banishment and other type of spells.
So maybe the people of this planet were pawns in the battle between the demons and something else. Because I get what you guys are saying about the defense network, but these bones, what I experienced does not imply that they were willing sacrifices.
We'll just have to talk to them when they're alive, if we can find more.
Can we get back on the ship and kind of move around the planet a little more to see if we can find any more of these temples?
Absolutely.
Because traveling
Yeah.
on a ship is going to be way faster than traveling on foot.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the ship, and Zex is ready to lift you up and to go.
Hey, Zex, meet our new buddy Bradley.
He's
monkey nuts.
adorable.
Right?
Here, I hand him one of the monkey nuts so you can show Zex.
Yo, watch this.
This is crazy.
As he does thing, and Zex flips the fuck out over it. So, all right, and there.
Can I?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, could I have taken a chunk of the wood from the central infrastructure in the temple to inspect in my workshop?
Yeah, you could have gone over there to the ruins and taken a piece of the like a broken piece of rock and a piece of the plant material.
Do we pretend he did that?
Yes, I'm okay with that. So you gathered that up. There's where we're gonna call the game for tonight. Before you guys go off and explore the rest of Planet Monkey Nut.
Yes.
With your new King Bradley.
Jesus.
And
I sense a new patron.
a new patron.
Bradley gives me my powers.
So, and yeah, that's where we're gonna end it there. And we're just gonna go ahead because I feel like it, and say y'all can level up to 2.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Just cause.
Nope.
So that
So
way,
generous.
so that way, when the fight happens, you don't just get one-shotted. I mean,
Oh
what?
God.
So,
what? When the fight? What fight? Oh,
So
Jesus.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna clip the stream here, and we'll have more adventures of the Spelljammer Casual Racist group next
Casual
Wednesday
genocide.
at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And these videos
The
will
genocide
be
had
up on YouTube.
already occurred.
The genocide. Oh,
You have made
Alright.
it happen again.
bye everybody.
Bye.